So today I'm going to share some ideas on how to make a noisy class quiet and how to get them to pay attention to you. Hi, I'm Eric from Etiquette, and I share teaching videos every Wednesday. Also, every Sunday at 1 p.m. GMT we have a live stream, so feel free to join us and ask any questions and problems that you might have in your class. But first, let's look at some ways to silence a noisy class. Never shout. Don't shout in class. If the students get too loud and you ask them to settle down, do so in a loud voice and also use their names. Jimmy, settle down. Johnny, quiet please. Everyone, I want to start class. You can do so in a loud voice, but never shout because that shows that you've lost the battle and you need to shout to get their attention. Silent treatment. Many teachers suggest giving the class the silent treatment. This can be good or bad, depending on how you do it. If you go to the front of the class and you stand there with a big smile on your face, shoulders back, and you patiently wait for the class to quiet down, they will look up at you and say, "Oh, the teacher is going to say something. Everybody, let's quiet down." So then, that is a good way. That's a good example of how to use it. The mistake that many teachers make is that they try and get the students to be quiet. The students don't comply, so the teacher gets upset and they go and sit down at their seat at the desk and they sit down and they're like, "I'm going to sit here until you're quiet. You are only wasting your own time. I'm just going to wait. I'm not going to teach you until you are quiet." Is that a place of strength? No, that's a really bad way of doing it. Call and response. The first way I want to show you is called call and response. When humans are engaged in an activity, they are focused on it. For students, they are busy talking, they're busy having fun, so you need a pattern interrupt to snap them back to reality. Most teachers use a call and response technique. So now I'm going to show you some of my favorite call and response techniques. Basically, the teacher calls out something and the students have to say something back, or they have to do some kind of action in reply. Teachers train students from the very first day on using this call and response technique, and they practice it 100 times until it is ingrained in the students, so that when you say that, they automatically snap back and do the response. Here are some of my favorite. Eyes on me. So one of the oldest techniques is the teacher says 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, and the students reply 1, 2, eyes on you, and they look up. You can use other slogans too. For example, SpongeBob, "Are you ready, kids?" Aye, Captain. Try not to sing the song after. Class, 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 yes, 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 class, 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 yes, 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 class, 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 yes, yes, yes. The teacher says class, class. How to get attention from young learners. With younger students, you can also pop imaginary marshmallows into your mouth, and they have to copy and do the same thing, but they can't talk because their mouth is full of marshmallows. Another one I like to use, especially with sports teams, is a popular Navy SEAL slogan, "The only easy day was yesterday, remember." Give students time to become quiet. Give students time to settle down. Often we want them to be quiet immediately, but it doesn't work that way, so give them time to calm down. If they're busy with a group activity, you can say 20 seconds, and students have 20 seconds to quiet down and to go to their seats and sit down. That's a gradual way for them to relax and to get ready to listen to you. In my own class, I use something simple. I use the 3 to 1 rule. I say 3, 2, 1 and stop. And Harry Wong, the teacher who wrote the famous book The First Days of School, which I'm actually listening to right now, uses the Give Me 5 technique. 1, eyes look. 2, ears listen. 3, mouth closed. 4, hands still. 5, feet quiet. It's almost like a countdown to give students time to relax and to get used to the silence. Sing a song, happy birthday to you. Some point to students and everybody starts singing along. Classroom gossip can be a surprisingly effective tool. You can start talking to a small group, tell them a personal story, or share some gossip or secrets. The rest of the class will get curious and be quiet to listen in. Alternatively, you can raise your hand, and when students see this, they know they have to be quiet. Or you can put your hands on your head and the students have to copy. It's a technique championed by Doug Lemoff in Teach Like a Champion. If there is too much energy in the room, why not get them to exercise? You can lead them in yoga poses, jumping jacks, or a quick stretching activity. Then, once everyone has expended some energy, you say, "Okay, everyone, that's done. Let's take our seats." Something like Simon Says also works wonders. When the students are busy talking, you can capture their attention by saying, "Simon says, touch your nose." Simon says, "Clap your hands." Simon says, "Touch your head." Students will fall in line, and with all the students engaged, you can guide their behavior effectively. The first day of class is crucial. You will earn their trust, and it will also improve the general discipline in the class. Your main quieting technique should be rehearsed and practiced that first day, and repeated that entire week until it is 100% ingrained in your students. Don't accept anything other than total compliance, because that first week will set you up for a pleasant remainder of the year.